Our lives are filled with moments, opportunities to achieve, ways to show the world we can take charge. But what does it mean to take charge? It's waking up each day with a mission. It's working each day toward a goal. It's choosing to rise. It's charging forward with a purpose. It's breaking the mold and discovering what you can do. It's remembering what's next when you have doubts. It's changing the course of your life and taking charge of your future. If you're ready to be a Take Charger, enroll at Georgia Highlands College today.
Picture yourself as a captain of a boat. Your job is to float cargo down a river. You can load your boat with one of two types of crates. The first has to be carried all the way down the river to the last dock, but the second type can be unloaded at the first dock you come to. Which would you take? I know, it sounds like one of those complicated math problems you had to solve in elementary school. Let's say you choose to take the crate that requires hauling all the way to the end. What happens when you have to add another crate at the next dock? And another, and another. Are you getting a sinking feeling yet? Student loan debt is a lot like this. Don't haul around that extra weight and baggage. Stay as far away from debt as possible. If you have extra costs or your scholarships and grants don't cover the full tuition cost, look into college payment plans. With college payment plans, you can pay for college as you go, and as long as you make your monthly payments on time, you won't have a load of debt with interest to pay back.
The basketball experience here at Georgia Highlands is about three things. Number one, graduation. We want you to graduate. Virtually every student athlete that comes through Georgia Highlands leaves here with a degree in their back pocket. We put you with one-on-one tutoring sessions over in the library with our great tutors. We also do team weekly study halls 3 times a week. The level of care from our professors is outstanding. We also have a great athletic academic advisor in Coach Brandon Harrell, who does a great job of keeping you on track to graduate. We want you here at Georgia Highlands to get a great education with an emphasis on graduation. Number 2, moving on. We want you to get recruited to your dream school. Virtually every student athlete that comes here to Georgia Highlands get recruited to 4-year scholarship schools. We've had kids recruited from the AAC, SEC, ACC, all the Power 5, all the Power 6 conference schools.
Gives it up quickly. Here's Davenport stepping in. Pretty. And what a nice roll, soft touch.
And I think he's the key, Bill. He's the X factor.
Just that really good understanding of dribble, drive, and when to stop and not charge. Feathery little release.
Bagley.
And Miles Bridges is able to get stuff at the rim. That's when he's at his best, but shooting the ball has gotten much improved.
Tyleek Evans, he comes in averaging around 7.5 points. Stands in at 5'7", lightning quick.
Corner 3, Ty Cockfield, that's his first. He's got 7.
Not only have they got recruited there, but they have went on and had very, very, very successful careers. Some of the guys, after leaving their 4-year schools, go on to play pro basketball. We have had 10 guys in the last 8 years move on to play professional basketball either overseas or at home in the States.
E marca 3, bombaça para Taitone na cara da Alex Soares e chegamos assim ao fim do primeiro.
Number 3, championships. Here at Georgia Highlands, we want to win championships. This is going into our 8th year as a program, and we already have a winning tradition and a winning culture. 3 out of the last 7 years, we have won the region championship here in the GCAA. 4 out of the last 7 years, we have won the regular season title. Our teams went out to Hutchinson, Kansas, where the national tournament is played every year. We have not only went out to the national tournament, but we have excelled at the national tournament. We went to 2 back-to-back national Final Fours and a national Sweet 16.
Donnell Dean handles. Right side, they go to Tony. A corner shot. He's good! A basket by Golston has given them the lead. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Golden Eagles have to hit a shot to win. The ball goes up, it's off, no good, and the upset has happened. This is unbelievable, basketball fans. Georgia Highlands has upset the Golden Eagles from Twin Falls, Idaho. Unbelievable.
And they're stunned. Southern Idaho is stunned. They're looking at everybody and just saying, did this just happen?
We are one of the elite teams in the country. We had a 56-game winning streak that to this day is still one of the greatest in Georgia college basketball history at any level. Our motto here at Georgia Highlands is better person, better student, better athlete. We want you to become a better person. Every day we practice and preach how to mature and grow as a person. Personal growth and personal development here at Georgia Highlands is very important to our program. Becoming a better student. We want you to love learning, love knowledge, and be curious about the world. We want you to learn better study habits and better study practices to make sure you're a success here at Georgia Highlands and also at your 4-year institution. Become a better athlete. Our goal is to make you the best basketball player you can be to help pay for your education after Georgia Highlands College and hopefully play professional basketball and do what you love doing. At Georgia Highlands, our goal is to win in the classroom and on the court.
Hey Future Chargers, we're excited you're ready to start taking charge here at Georgia Highlands College. Here, you'll get a quality education at one of the lowest tuition rates anywhere. GHC has been listed as the most affordable 4-year college in Georgia and the 4th most affordable in the country. GHC has been around for over 40 years, and we are now the 2nd largest state college within the university system of Georgia. Soon you'll be joining over 6,000 of our students at any of our campus locations, either in Rome, Cartersville, Dallas, Douglasville, or Marietta. GHC offers over 40 programs of study with 2-year and 4-year degrees. Our high-quality, affordable programs are created to meet the need for many rapidly growing careers. Are you ready to get started at Georgia Highlands College? Here's how. As a senior, you need to apply to GHC as soon as possible. The earlier you apply, the earlier we can begin the enrollment process. The fall application deadline is July the 15th, for spring is December 1st, and for summer is May 15th. Students that apply earlier get to register for classes sooner and therefore have more class options. You can start the application process by going to highlands.edu and selecting Future Students and then Apply Now. Simply select your student type and complete the following. Pay the $30 application fee, submit official high school transcripts, submit official test scores from the SAT, ACT, or AccuPlacer, submit verification of lawful presence, submit certificate of immunization, and make sure to apply for financial aid by completing your FAFSA. We can't wait to see you on campus. Actually, why don't you go ahead and schedule your campus tour today? Go to visit.highlands.edu and make plans for a charger tour at any of our locations. Come see what GHC is all about and everything we have to offer. We're ready to help you start taking charge of your future today.
Imagine you and a friend walk into a bank. You both need some cash for lunch. You take some money from the ATM, and your friend asks a manager for a key to the vault. To your surprise, the banker hands your friend the key and tells him to take as much as he needs, on the house. If you knew it would be that easy, you would have asked too, right? Of course you would. Each year, college students leave heaps of free, easy cash opportunities on the table, and these funds are specifically to help you pay for college. All you have to do is ask. Here's how. Start by filling out your FAFSA. Then apply to any state-sponsored scholarship or grant program, like the Hope Scholarship in Georgia, and federal programs like the Pell Grant. Also, don't forget to apply for local scholarships at the college you'll be attending. Grants and scholarships are like free cash for college. Don't miss out.
Our lives are filled with moments, opportunities to achieve, ways to show the world we can take charge. But what does it mean to take charge? It's waking up each day with a mission. It's working each day toward a goal. It's choosing to rise. It's charging forward with a purpose. It's breaking the mold and discovering what you can do. It's remembering what's next when you have doubts. It's changing the course of your life and taking charge of your future. If you're ready to be a Take Charger, enroll at Georgia Highlands College today.
And we are back with 1 minute to tip off. At this time, both teams getting ready to exchange their greetings and get the starting lineups for the matchup between Georgia Highlands Chargers and the Albany Tech Titans. If you're just joining us and you watched the game at 2 o'clock between the Lady Chargers and the Titans, Lady Chargers walked away with that victory relatively easy. So we are in the middle of a doubleheader. As we turn it over to the in-house announcer for the starting lineup.
We're ready for the start of the men's game now. We begin as always with the starting lineups presented by Automax Rent-A-Car. Visit Automax for all your transportation needs. Vans or buses, big or small, we got it all at Automax Rent-A-Car. We begin with the visiting Albany Tech team, led by head coach Sylvester Patterson and assistant coach Timothy Dalbon. A 5'7" sophomore, number 1, Octavius Fudge. A 6'5" freshman, number 3, Chavez Fountain. 6'6" freshman, number 5, Zeph Felton. A 6'4" sophomore, number 10, Jalen Brown. And a 6'1" sophomore, number 23, Vinicius Diarra.
So for Albany Tech, you have number 1, Octavius Fudge, 3, Jacarius Fountain, number 5, Zeph Felton, 10, Jalen Brown, and 23,
and now, the starting 5 for your Georgia Highlands College Chargers.
And the starting lineup
A 6'4" sophomore from Stellville, Georgia, number 0, Taj Smiley.
Number 0, Taj Smiley.
A 5'10" sophomore from Marietta, Georgia, number 2, Trevin Wade.
Number 2, Trevin Wade.
A 6'7" sophomore from Dallas, France, number 3, Nicholas Renee.
Number 3, Nicholas Renee.
A 6'6" freshman from Rome, Georgia, number 4, Deshaun Ware.
Number 4, Deshaun Ware. And rounding out the top 5,
And a 6'11" sophomore from Spartanburg, South Carolina,
number 30, Jamal Burke. As we get started for the tip-off. Of the Georgia Highlands Chargers against the Albany Tech Titans. And with the tip-off, Albany Tech takes control of the ball. With the out-of-bounds charge to Georgia Highlands, Albany Tech will reset, bring the ball back in with 15 seconds on the shot clock. So with no rebound, the out of bounds will be charged to Albany Tech, with Georgia Highlands bringing it in. Nicholas Renee bringing the ball in. The 6'7" sophomore from Paris, France. Georgia Highlands comes up with the rebound and the tip in by Jamal Burke. Three-point attempt from Albany Tech, get their own rebound. Driving it in, missing the shot, getting their rebound, but couldn't control the ball. It's going to go out to Georgia Highlands. So in the last game, it was a game of turnovers, which basically determined the outcome of that game. Let's see how the men's do. Nice inside move. Nicholas Renee getting the 2 and drawing the foul, sending him to the line to shoot the extra point.
His first personal foul, first team foul of the half. At the line for Georgia Highlands, number 3, Nicholas Renee, shooting 1.
Gets the extra point, with Georgia Highlands taking the lead 5-0. Albany Tech needs to find their rhythm. still early in the game. Anything can happen. Good ball movement. Keeping control of the ball. Running that clock down to 3 seconds, taking a 3-point, missing that shot. Georgia Highlands rebounds the ball, brings it back down quick. Nice move inside and draws a foul. So that'll send Taj Freely to the free throw line. 6'4" sophomore will be shooting 2.
At the line for Georgia Highlands, number 0, Taj Freely.
He misses his first free throw, gets a second chance. Albany Tech makes a nice move inside, missing, getting it back outside, getting the 3. Nice pass inside, nice move, gets his own rebound. Jamal Burke with the 2. And we get a steal with a 2-on-1. And a nice basket from Trevin Wade, taking advantage of the 2-on-1. And a pressure move by Albany Tech, bouncing it off the Georgia Highlands player to get the out of bounds, giving Albany Tech second chance to set up and run a play with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Missing the shot, Georgia Highlands gets the rebound. Nicholas Vinay getting the 3, which causes Albany Tech to take a timeout. And with that timeout, we are going to acknowledge our sponsors.
Georgia Highlands basketball is sponsored Synovus, Max Reniker, Glendale Ace Hardware, Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab, and Piccadilly Cafeteria.
Thank you for your support of Georgia Athletics.
So if you're just tuning in on YouTube, Georgia Highlands coming out quick with 12 points to Albany Tech's 3. Albany Tech bringing it in with pressure from Georgia Highlands. Nice ball movement by Albany Tech, taking the 3, missing the 3, getting their own rebound. Good hustle. Taking a nice setup, missing the 3. But Albany Tech does not give up, gets their own rebound. And the ref is going to call it for over the top of the basket, hitting the shot clock, it looked like, which will give it back to Georgia Highlands to bring it in. Good ball movement outside to Nicholas Renee, passing it inside. Shot no good. Another 3 from Albany Tech. And just like that, Albany Tech cuts the score deficit down to a 6-point game. You know, both teams have good inside. Both teams have good outside shooters. They basically just got to feel each other out. Find out who's on fire. Nice easy putback by Nicholas Renee, getting another 2. So Georgia Highlands is pressuring them in the backcourt, making it difficult for Albany Tech to get it across the line, using up some of that shot clock. Taking the 3, missing the 3 with Georgia Highlands getting the rebound. Georgia Highlands missing the 3 and turning it over to Albany, giving them a second chance. Taking it inside for an easy 2. Another quick basket from Georgia Highlands by Taj Freely. Ooh, a costly turnover, which gives it back to Georgia Highlands. Taking Nick Renee out of the game, give him a breather. I believe that brought in Langston Wilson. With the alley-oop attempt, would have been a nice entry into the game. But Georgia Highlands retains the ball from out of bounds. Langston Wilson getting the 2. And we're going to get a foul against Georgia Highlands.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands,
Taj
number 0,
Freely
Taj Freely.
getting his first
personal
foul.
First team foul.
Team's first foul for this half. Albany Tech with some good ball movement, shooting the 3. Not quite there. Georgia Highlands coming with their speed. They're known for the quick getting back, getting their ball back down the court.
Number 0, Jamarcus McLean. His first personal foul, third
So that's
team
going to
foul
be
of the
a
half.
personal
At the free throw
foul,
line for Georgia Highlands. Number
sending
0,
Taj Freely to shoot 2. Getting his first basket. And with that, it's going to bring in Michael Wynn for Georgia Highlands. Good defense on Georgia Highlands' part, causing the turnover and out of bounds. So Georgia Highlands will bring the ball back in. Looked like Brown was looking for a call there. Albany Tech taking their time, getting the play set up, driving in, and mismanaged the ball a little bit, causing the travel. which turns it back over to Georgia Highlands. So ball tipped out of bounds, going to give it to Albany Tech to bring it back in, which brings back in Taj Freely. Albany's got plenty of time on the clock. Nice save. Georgia Highlands taking back control of the ball. Takes his time, sets up a three, and drops the three. Chucky Brown. Albany Tech driving it back down the court, getting the easy two. Another three-point attempt by Brown, not quite on the mark that time. Outside to Fountain, who misses a three. Rebound to Georgia Highlands. Georgia Highlands in there quick getting it back. With two from Langston Wilson with an easy lay-in. Nice move by Albany Tech. Couldn't quite get it to drop, but does get the foul. Sending Jaquez Fountain to the line.
Number 21, R.J. Campbell.
R.J. Campbell being charged
Second team foul of the half.
Foul.
At the free throw line for Albany Tech, number 2, Chavez Lumpkin.
He will be shooting two. Gets the first ball to drop. And coming into the game for Georgia Highlands is Felix Yu. (25-11) with 10 minutes, 40 seconds left in this half. He sinks his second shot. So Georgia Highlands takes the time bringing it back down, set up their play. Keeping it outside to shoot the three. Taj Freely is on fire with those threes. Oh, bad pass. Turning it back over to Georgia Highlands. Albany Tech's going to have to take control of the ball. They keep doing these turnovers. Georgia Highlands going to take advantage of that. So right now it's just some ball mismanagement. Refs haven't been calling too many fouls, letting them play. And Brown gets another 2 points. Georgia Highlands with the pressure in the backcourt. And driving to the basket.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands.
Number 4,
13,
Wynn,
Langston Wilson.
is sent to the line. Langston Wilson being charged with the foul.
At the line for Albany Tech, number 4, Michael Wynn.
So Michael Wynn will take his first of 2. And he gets the second basket. And with that, there are some players coming off the bench for both teams. Get some fresh legs on the court. Right now, still early in the game. Both teams feeling each other out. Inside, good block. And again, a quick back. And another three. So with that, Albany Tech's going to take a timeout. They've got to try to figure out how to stop those outside threes. So with that, let's go ahead and hear from our sponsor.
Georgia Highlands basketball is sponsored Synovus, Automax Rent-A-Car, Glendale Ace Hardware, Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab, and Piccadilly Cafeteria.
GHCChargers.com for news and updates.
So as we come back to the corral, Georgia Highlands taking a lead, commanding 20-point lead, 33-13 over Albany Tech. Albany Tech just took a timeout, trying to regroup. So Albany Tech will be bringing it back in. Let's see what they're going to do about this backcourt. Oh, steal, quick point by Felix Q. They're going to have to Albany Tech sets up. We need to start watching that clock as it runs down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. 2, 1, and there is a shot clock violation, turning it over to Georgia Highlands. So that's that pressure for Georgia Highlands. Quick team. They can get back in transition. They definitely have a good defense pressure that's making it hard for Albany Tech to get it back up court. So Albany Tech's going to have to figure out a way to get those balls past. Nice alley-oop. Georgia Highlands getting some highlight reel right there. And off the foot of Felix Q. So Albany Tech's going to keep it. So Georgia Highlands gets the rebound. Missing the shot. Turning it back over to Albany Tech, and he takes it in. They count the basket, sending him to the line to shoot one.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands, number 23, Felix Pugh. His first personal foul.
So that sends McLean to the line.
At the line for Albany Tech, number 1, Octavius Fudge.
To the line.
Shooting one.
To shoot one. And a foul called
Personal foul
on Georgia Highlands. Ty Fraley.
His second personal foul.
His second.
15 foul.
With the 15th foul for Georgia Highlands. Not sure what that call was. Looks like the ref acknowledging his mistake. Turnover to Georgia Highlands. Outside three missed. Albany Tech bringing it all the way down and drawing the foul.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands number 2, Trevin Wade. His first personal foul, 16
That foul's
foul
going against
and the line
Trevin
for Albany
Wade.
Tech, number 23, Vinicius Viana.
Sending Viana to the line to shoot 2. And he gets that one to drop, gets the roll. And Georgia Highlands taking their time, bringing it back down court. Time to work their plays. Nice easy basket by Burke, getting another 2. Pressure. Georgia Highlands pressure inside, causing the turnover, but they get it back. And they're giving it to Albany Tech. Good hustle on Albany Tech there. Try to stop that pass. And quite frankly, didn't see where he came from. So Georgia Highlands taking their time, bringing it back, using some of their clock, running their plays. Albany Tech going to take advantage of the good play there by Georgia Highlands, stopping 2 of those shots, but Albany Tech not quitting and finally getting that basket. So good effort on both teams there. Takes his 2. Albany Tech bringing it back. Let's see what they can do with 6 minutes left in this half. With 8 seconds left on the clock. Double pressure, getting it inside, passing it inside.
Jalen Brown.
So Jalen Brown with the 2. And so
personal foul, Albany
that two-handed attempt,
Jalen
drawing
Brown.
the foul.
His first personal foul. 14 foul of the half.
Jalen Brown
Out of the line
sending
for Georgia Highlands, number 30, Jamal Burke.
to the line to shoot 2. So can't get either of them to drop. Albany Tech retains the basket basketball, dribbling down, can't quite handle it. And ref saw something before the basket, which he's calling a travel call, so the basket will not count. So with that, it's a turnover to Albany Tech. Which tried to break this press. Good passing. And just like that, another turnover. So it may have been that he stepped out of bounds, so that turns it back over to Albany Tech to bring it in. So unfortunately, I don't have any stats in front of me, but if it's anything like the previous game, both teams are shooting well when they need to, but it's the turnovers that are basically determining this game and who's going to be able to take advantage of those turnovers. So Georgia Highlands taking some shots, missing some shots, but they are keeping control of the ball, sending it outside for a three, missing it, but getting the rebound and a foul. So they count the basket.
Personal fouls on Albany Tech, number 10, Jalen
Sending Jamal Burke to the line to shoot
foul
the extra point.
At the line for Georgia Highlands, number 30, Jamal Burke, shooting 1.
So let's see if Burke can make this a three-point play. Finding his stroke on the free throw. Again, that pressure of Georgia Highlands in the backcourt, making it hard for Albany Tech. They're going to have to figure out how to get that ball passed around quicker. And a foul before the shot.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands, number 30, Jamal Burke. His first personal foul, 17th foul.
Which is the 7th team
At the
foul.
line for Albany Tech, number 3, Jaquez Fountain.
Which puts them in the bonus. He's going to be shooting 2. Gets that first basket to drop. And the much needed basket here. Try to bring Albany Tech back in this game. Every free throw is going to count. And as he does, sinks both of his baskets. Georgia Highlands taking their time bringing it back, understanding they can control the clock. No need for that hurry up offense. Taking advantage of running some plays. With 5 seconds on the clock, he shoots a three. Langston makes the three-pointer. Looks like there's going to be a jump ball, turning it over to Georgia Highlands. Giving Taj Freely the rest, bringing back in Kaheem Brown. So Georgia Highlands with a commanding lead over Albany Tech. They can take their time, work on some plays. Gets the three to drop. Langston Wilson getting another three. Which brings this game to a 29-point lead.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands, number 13, Langston Wilson, his second personal foul, 8th team foul of the half. At the line for Albany Tech, number 0, Jamarcus McLean.
So with that, sending Jamarcus McLean back to the line to shoot some more free throws. Gets the first basket. Albany Tech has confidence in the 6'5" freshman, making both of his shots, having the whole team back, getting set in a zone defense. Langston Wilson's attempt misses. Not sure either player knew who last touched it. Ref's going to say it was last touched by Albany Tech, which gives it back to Georgia Highlands. So with 2:29 on the clock, Georgia Highlands brings it in. Good move inside by Felton.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands, number 13, Langston Wilson. His third
Another
personal
foul on Langston Wilson, so that's 3 fouls.
19 foul of the half.
So he's going to have to be careful coming into the second half.
At the line for Albany Tech, number 5, Zeb Felton.
If he wants to see some play in the second half, he's going to have to slow down on those fouls. So with that, the coach recognizes they're going to need him in the second half, so they sit him. Albany Tech missing the first attempt. And missing both free throws. Georgia Highlands retains control of the ball. So we're going to get an offensive foul.
Offensive foul, Georgia Highlands, number 21, R.J. Campbell.
R.J. Campbell,
his second
6'9"
personal
freshman.
foul, 10th team foul.
So that's the 10th team foul for Georgia Highlands. Georgia Highlands steals the ball, brings it back quick. Just not enough on that three-pointer. But with 1:20 left in the half, Albany Tech is taking their time, seeing what they can find. Takes the three.
Felton, 3 points.
Felton gets it to drop. Trying to get a few more baskets on the board before they go into half. So a little too hard off that backboard. Albany Tech retains control of the basket. Misses the slam. But makes up for it with an inside assist, Felton, for 2. So with 12 seconds on the clock, Georgia Highlands is going to take the last shot before they go into the locker room. And he tries to get the up and under.
Personal foul, Albany
drawing the foul,
number
sending him to the
23,
line.
Viana, his first personal foul,
So
6th
Viana
foul of the half.
gets charged
At
with
the
the
line
foul.
for Georgia Highlands, number 1, Kaheem Brown.
Sending Kaheem Brown to the line to shoot 2. So Albany Tech has their work cut out for them going into the locker room. They're going to have to figure out how to stop Kaheem Brown on the outside with those threes. He's on fire tonight. And then just the speed of Georgia Highlands on those turnovers, getting it back. Albany Tech takes the last shot, almost had it. So with that, Georgia Hot Chargers are up 54 to Albany Tech's 30.
And it's halftime, so please visit our concession
We
stand.
will
It's
see
Fort
you
Chargers Booster Club. You can
in
hot
about
dogs,
12
candy,
minutes.
popcorn, drinks, and more. All proceeds go to
Our lives are filled with moments, opportunities to achieve, ways to show the world we can take charge. But what does it mean to take charge? It's waking up each day with a mission. It's working each day toward a goal. It's choosing to rise. It's charging forward with a purpose. It's breaking the mold and discovering what you can do. It's remembering what's next when you have doubts. It's changing the course of your life and taking charge of your future. If you're ready to be a Take Charger, enroll at Georgia Highlands College today.
The basketball experience here at Georgia Highlands is about 3 things. Number 1, graduation. We want you to graduate. Virtually every student athlete that comes through Georgia Highlands leaves here with a degree in their back pocket. We put you with one-on-one tutoring sessions over in the library with our great tutors. We also do team weekly study halls 3 times a week. The level of care from our professors is outstanding. We also have a great athletic academic advisor in Coach Brandon Harrell, who does a great job of keeping you on track to graduate. We want you here at Georgia Highlands to get a great education with an emphasis on graduation. Number 2, moving on. We want you to get recruited to your dream school. Virtually every student athlete that comes here to Georgia Highlands get recruited to 4-year scholarship schools. We've had kids recruited from the AAC, SEC, ACC, all the Power 5, all the Power 6 conference schools.
Gives it up quickly. Here's Davenport stepping in. Pretty. And what a nice roll. Soft touch.
And I think he's the key, Bill. He's the X factor.
Just that really good understanding of dribble, drive, and when to stop and not charge. Feathery little release.
Bagley.
And Miles Bridges is able to get stuff at the rim. That's when he's at his best, but shooting the ball has gotten much improved.
Tyreek Evans, he comes in averaging around 7.5 points, stands in at 5'7", lightning quick.
Corner three, Ty Cockfield, that's his first. He's got 7.
Not only have they got recruited there, but they have went on and had very, very, very successful careers. Some of the guys, after leaving their four-year schools, go on to play pro basketball. We have had 10 guys in the last 8 years move on to play professional basketball either overseas or at home in the States.
E marca 3. Bombaça. Bombaça para Tony na cara da Alex Suarez. E chegamos assim ao fim do primeiro.
Number 3, championships. Here at Georgia Highlands, we want to win championships. This is going into our 8th year as a program, and we already have a winning tradition and a winning culture. 3 out of the last 7 years, we have won the region championship here in the GCAA. 4 out of the last 7 years, we have won the regular season title. Our teams went out to Hutchinson, Kansas, where the national tournament is played every year. We have not only went out to the national tournament, but we have excelled at the national tournament. We went to 2 back-to-back national Final Fours and a national Sweet 16.
Don Eldane handles. Right side, they go to Tony. A corner shot. He's good! A basket by Goldston has given them the lead. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Golden Eagles have to hit a shot to win. The ball goes up, it's off, no good, and the upset has happened. This is unbelievable, basketball fans. Georgia Highlands has upset the Golden Eagles from Twin Falls, Idaho. Unbelievable.
And they're stunned. Southern Idaho is stunned. They're looking at everybody and just saying, did this just happen?
We are one of the elite teams in the country. We had a 56-game winning streak that to this day is still one of the greatest in Georgia college basketball history at any level. Our motto here at Georgia Highlands is better person, better student, better athlete. We want you to become a better person. Every day we practice and preach how to mature and grow as a person. Personal growth and personal development here at Georgia Highlands is very important to our program. Becoming a better student. We want you to love learning, love knowledge, and be curious about the world. We want you to learn better study habits and better study practices to make sure you're a success here at Georgia Highlands and also at your four-year institution. Become a better athlete. Our goal is to make you the best basketball player you can be to help pay for your education after Georgia Highlands College and hopefully play professional basketball and do what you love doing. At Georgia Highlands, our goal is to win in the classroom and on the court.
Earn your 2-year or 4-year degree right here at home. Visit us at highlands.edu.
Hey Future Chargers, we're excited you're ready to start taking charge here at Georgia Highlands College. Here, you'll get a quality education at one of the lowest tuition rates anywhere. GHC has been listed as the most affordable four-year college in Georgia and the 4th most affordable in the country. GHC has been around for over 40 years, and we are now the 2nd largest state college within the University System of Georgia. Soon you'll be joining over 6,000 of our students at any of our campus locations, either in Rome, Cartersville, Dallas, Douglasville, or Marietta. GHC offers over 40 programs of study with 2-year and 4-year degrees. Our high-quality, affordable programs are created to meet the need for many rapidly growing careers. Are you ready to get started at Georgia Highlands College? Here's how. As a senior, you need to apply to GHC as soon as possible. The earlier you apply, the earlier we can begin the enrollment process. The fall application deadline is July the 15th, for spring is December 1st, and for summer is May 15th. Students that apply earlier get to register for classes sooner and therefore have more class options. You can start the application process by going to highlands.edu and selecting Future Students and then Apply Now. Simply select your student type and complete the following. Pay the $30 application fee, submit official high school transcripts, submit official test scores from the SAT, ACT, or AccuPlacer, submit verification of lawful presence, submit certificate of immunization, and make sure to apply for financial aid by completing your FAFSA. We can't wait to see you on campus. Actually, why don't you go ahead and schedule your campus tour today? Go to visit.highlands.edu and make plans for a charger tour at any of our locations. Come see what GHC is all about and everything we have to offer. We're ready to help you start taking charge of your future today.
You should know that you got me committed, and I'm ready to say you are my light, you are my star. Take me to another galaxy, bring me away to a secret place with you, or even outer space. I can face with you. You ain't got to rush. We can take all night. I can't give you much, but I can give you time. I will be your love to infinity. I will show you love. And I can't be dropped by your energy aura. Your aura shines so bright, faster than light years. I hear love's knocking on my door, on my heart, on my window. I know it's gonna be you and me for eternity. It's our destiny for infinity. To infinity, I will show you love. I will show you love. Stronger, so don't worry about your supply, 'cause my love surpasses love. To infinity, I will show you love. Yeah, I will show you love, baby. I will give you love. Yeah. To infinity, to infinity, to infinity, to infinity. I will give you love. To infinity, I will show you love. To infinity, yeah, I will give you love. To infinity.
Earn your degree for half the cost of other universities across the country. Visit us at highlands.edu.
And welcome back to the Corral. We're coming to you from Georgia Highlands in Rome, Georgia for the matchup between the Georgia Highlands Chargers and the Albany Tech Titans. If you're just joining us, we're going to take a look at the halftime stats, where Georgia Highlands is pretty much commanding the turnovers with 9 steals. Albany Tech just having a problem turning that ball over, and Georgia Highlands taking advantage of that. As far as rebounds go, they're about even with the rebounds. Both teams shooting about, Georgia Highlands shooting about 55% to Albany Tech's 30%. They're both shooting about 37 three-pointers to 25 for Albany Tech, 25%. But they're both shooting about 66 from free throw. So Albany Tech's going to have to find a way to take control of the game, stop the turnovers, allowing Georgia Highlands to make plays after those turnovers. So we'll see what Albany Tech has coming back into this in about 12 seconds left. So at the beginning of the second half, you've got Georgia Highlands with a 24-point lead over Albany Tech. So while we have a second, we want to remind you, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to click and subscribe. Click that bell to remind you of all the upcoming live streams. And don't forget to link your YouTube account to your favorite streaming device to watch all the games on the big screen. Simply download the YouTube app to your Roku, Fire Stick, Smart TV, log into your YouTube account, and watch all the excitement in full HD. So Albany Tech bringing it back in to start the second half. Georgia Highlands takes advantage of the bad pass there, open in the backcourt to score 2. Albany Tech with the 3 and drops the 3.
3 points.
So on the 3-point attempt,
Personal foul, Albany Tech number 10, Jalen
it's
Brown.
going to be a
Third personal
foul
first team
on
foul of the
Jalen
half.
Brown, sending Taj
At the
Fraley
free
to
throw
the
line for Georgia
line.
Highlands, number 0, Taj Fraley.
And his first basket is good. Gets the roll. He's got 2 more shots. So he must have got fouled on that outside. Shooting that outside 3 sends him to the line for 3. Misses the 3rd basket. Albany Tech takes control of the ball on the defensive rebound. Good ball movement by Albany Tech. Can't quite get it to drop, but they get the rebound, drive it inside, and get an additional 2. Three ball is good for Deshaun Ware. Getting 3. Nice block shot there from Georgia Highlands, but Albany Tech retains it. And with the putback, Zeph Felton gets the putback. Another three, just couldn't quite drop. Out of bounds on Georgia Highlands, giving it to Albany Tech. So Albany Tech finding it down inside. Good pass, missed the shot, but it's going to send him to the line.
Georgia Highlands number 0, Thomas Fralo. His second personal foul, first team foul of the half. At the line for Albany Tech, number 10, Jalen Brown.
So with that, I am going to turn this over to our regular commentator, who finally got here, battling the weather here in Rome, Georgia, as Albany Tech hits their first of two.
And we have Trevor Wade with the basketball for the Chargers. As the Chargers are in their half-court set. Wade with the step-back three, lines it up and knocks it in. Trevor Wade for three. So Albany Tech gets the ball in the half-court quickly. 3-point shot lined up. 3-point shot is up and good.
Jaquez Fountain, 3 points.
Jaquez Fountain with the three. Fadeaway jump shot missed right there by Jamal Burke. Layup up, no good, but the follow-up dunk is good.
So Albany Tech coming back in from the half, found some speed while they were in the locker room.
Oh yeah, it looks like they are coming out with a lot of energy here as Burke misses the lay-in on the reverse. Fountain with the rebound. And get a foul call here. And
personal foul, Georgia Highlands number 4.
So the first half was defined by the turnovers and who was going to do what after the turnover. But it looks like Albany Tech is recouped and is trying to make a comeback from a 20-point deficit.
Oh yeah, they can definitely do that as Vinicius Viana knocks in the first free throw. And just a quick fact check here, Jaquez Fountain actually played on my AAU basketball team. He was a double-double superstar, just a walking double-double, playing for Albany Tech. A lot of energy, high basketball IQ, just a lot of effort on as far as the defensive side of the basketball. Offensively, he had to work on some things, but he did enough to make it to where he is right now, which is out here playing collegiate basketball is exactly what he wanted to do. With that being said, Jaquez will throw the ball in for Albany Tech. And Jaquez Fountain with the lay-in for Albany Tech as the Chargers get the ball quickly into the front court. Langston Wilson lines up a three. 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebound Albany Tech as they make their run. Shot is up, no good, and we get a putback. And I think Coach Merritt should call a timeout here to stop the bleeding as Kaheen Brown does just that. With 15-17 left to play.
Timeout, Georgia Highlands. Full timeout.
It's going to be a full timeout.
And with that, we're going to take a second to acknowledge our sponsors.
Charger Athletics would like to thank the following corporate sponsors.
Georgia Highlands basketball sponsor, Synovus, Automax Rent-A-Car, Glendale Ace Hardware, Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab, and Piccadilly Cafeteria.
All right, so coming back from the timeout, Georgia Highlands had to regroup for a second there.
Yeah, that was a good timeout by Coach Merritt, as the guys were not necessarily taking care of the basketball on the offensive end of the court. Had a couple of missed shots by Burke right there at the basket. You think that the 7-footer would knock those in usually, and Langston just came down and missed a three, and they got a fast break. And usually that's what happens is when you take a quick shot, it usually ends up into a transition basket for the other team as the Chargers get the ball in that half-court set. And that's Brown with the ball, and he gets called for steps. It's going to be a turnover. Ball will go back to Albany Tech. As they inbound the ball. Coming into the front court here. That's Octavius Fudge with the basketball for Albany Tech. Closely guarded by Deshaun Ware, the local hometown hero here. Wrong. Shot attempt up, no good. Great job helping the helper right there was Wilson with that size at 6'9" and a 7'2" wingspan. Great assist right there from Ware, but RJ cannot hold on to it. Shot attempt goes up, no good. Fountain gets the rebound, goes up with the shot, and he gets fouled by Langston Wilson. I don't know about that foul.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands, number 13.
It should be his fourth.
His fourth personal foul, 13 foul and a half.
So he pulled three quick in the first half.
Wow, if there were anything like that foul, I can understand why. I mean, there was not a whole lot of contact on that shot there. As Jaquez Fountain steps to the free throw line and misses the first of two. Second free throw is good for Fountain as Albany Tech continues to try to make a comeback here in the second half of play. As the Chargers get the ball into their half-court set. Left-hand layup, no good. And we get another foul. The foul is on RJ.
Offensive foul, Georgia Highlands, number 21, RJ Campbell. His third personal foul, 14 foul and a half.
So Albany Tech has the ball, and the Chargers come up with their full-court press. And the last two calls have been really questionable for, not in favor of Georgia Highlands. And not a crowd favorite as well, as the shot attempt is up and no good. That was not a great shot that time by Vienna. As Wade has the ball in the front court for the Chargers, over to Brown. And let's see if we can get a good look at the basket here and get a bucket as Taj rises up for the mid-range jump shot. No good. And we get a fast break lay-in on the other end. That's Jalen Brown with the lay-in for Albany Tech. As Wade brings the ball into the front court for the Chargers.
So Albany Tech coming back in with all this energy brings them back to an 11-point game. At one point they were down 23.
As Fountain raises up for a three-point shot, no good. Rebound over to Georgia Highlands. That's a great rebound that time by RJ Campbell as the player comes flying in. Great defensive job that time. And Fountain lays it in.
And as I said, it's with those turnovers, what are you going to do with your opportunity? And Albany Tech has obviously found some rhythm to start bringing them back into the game in this second half.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely get you going right there when you seize the opportunity and get baskets off the turnovers. We have a foul on the floor here, Albany Tech. That foul would be against Octavius Fudge.
Number 1, Octavius Fudge, his second personal foul.
That's going to be his second personal foul. As we have some substitutions for both teams. As Nick Renee comes back in for the Chargers. Thinks about a three, goes in, and lays it in with the left hand, gets fouled. That foul is going to be on, who is that?
Personal foul, Albany Tech, number 15.
DeAndre Hamilton.
DeAndre Hamilton.
So that's going to send Nicholas Renee to the free throw line for the Chargers.
Number 3, Nicholas Renee.
First free throw is up and good. And I think that Renee should have went ahead and dunked that basketball at that time. Just received the contact and just went ahead and just dunked it. And he knocks in both free throws. So Renee gets 2 free throws, 2 points the hard way, as Albany Tech brings the ball into the front court. And let's see if Albany Tech can continue their wave of offense. 3-point shot attempt up, no good. Rebound over to the Chargers, and that's Fraley with the ball. And the lefty turns it over. Great job of stepping into the passing lane right there. Layup is missed and put back by Jalen Brown for Albany Tech. And another opportunity for a turnover and 2 points, as the Chargers don't get a shot attempt at the basket right there in the half-court set, and just a careless pass. Not even a forced turnover, just a careless pass that time by Fraley. As Wade lines up a three ball is up, no good. Campbell runs it down, hits the cut, and Fraley goes up, gets contact, and I think that's going to be on Jaquez Fountain with the hit to the head.
Albany Tech, number 3, Jaquez Fountain, his first personal foul, 4th team foul of the half.
So that'll send Fraley to the free throw line. Let's see what the lefty can do here.
At the line for Georgia Highlands, number 0, Thomas Fraley.
Yeah, he's shooting about 50% in this game from the free throw line.
Good. Wow. And Fraley is shooting 64.3% from the free throw line on the season, as the Chargers come out with a full court press and a near turnover right there, as Albany Tech gets the ball in the front court. Fountain with the back door, shot is blocked. Rebound over to the Chargers, and Kaheem Brown quickly out into the front court. Renee lines up a three ball is up, no good. Wade with the rebound for the Chargers, as he slows it down. Goes inside to Burke. Lines up another three, does Renee. No good. Kaheem gets the rebound and draws a foul, and I think that foul is going to be on Octavius Fudge again.
Personal foul, Albany Tech, number 1, Octavius Fudge.
And it is on Fudge.
His 3rd personal foul, 15 foul.
As Fudge gave a little nudge right there to the back of Kaheem Brown. So Kaheem Brown is at the free throw line for the Chargers. And in the second half of the game, that's the person that you want to have basketball in their hands for the majority of the time. It's Kaheem, because he's a very gifted scorer and passer for that matter. So Kaheem knocks in a pair. He's shooting 69% from the free throw line. Albany Tech gets the ball in the front court. Layup is up and good. Vinicius Viana with the high layup off the glass over the outstretched arms of Burke as they go inside to Burke. Taj lines up a three. Three ball is up. No good. Rebound to Albany Tech, and they are in the front court. As Viana steps on the sideline here, and the ball will go back over to the Chargers. So I think we have a wet spot on the floor here.
Not from the rain this time.
Exactly. That's a good thing. But you know, there was some rain, you know, coming in today, but nothing like it was last weekend. We have just 10.5 minutes left to play in this contest. It's still just a couple of shots away from being, you know, a single-digit lead for the Chargers. Let's see if they can add on to their lead right here. As Renee goes baseline, goes up, gets fouled. So Fountain is called for the foul as Nicholas Renee goes to the baseline.
16 foul and a half. At the line for Georgia Highlands, number 3, Nicholas Renee.
Hard drive that time by Fountain. Just gets a little body on that dunk attempt by Nicholas Renee as Renee knocks in the first free throw. And Renee knocks in a pair. 77.8% free throw shoot is Renee as Fountain brings the ball into the front court for Albany Tech. Great drop-off assist to Octavius Fudge, and Fudge puts in the lay-in on the backside. As Brown has the ball in the front court, goes up, defended by Fountain. The ball will stay with the Chargers. So the Chargers get it inbound. Let's see if they can get it down to Burke. Taj lines up a three. Three ball is up. No good. Rebound over to Albany Tech as they are quickly into the front court. And that's Octavius, who drops off the dime to Jalen Brown for the lay-in. Fraley has the ball up top. Jaheim has it now for the Chargers as they get it inside to Burke. Burke goes up and he gets contact.
Personal foul.
Another foul on Fountain.
17 foul. At the line for Georgia Highlands, number 30, Jamal Burke.
So Jamal Burke will be at the free throw line for the Chargers as he knocks in the first free throw. Big fella with a smooth stroke. Throw the basketball there. And Burke knocks in a pair of free throws. He's shooting 6% from the free throw line. Albany Tech brings the ball into the front court. There's Octavius Fudge with the basketball for Albany Tech. Fountain thinks about a three, picks up his dribble. Great job defensively right here by the Chargers. As Fudge drops off another assist to Brown again with the wraparound assist pass to Brown. Great job at being patient right there with the dribble. Was Octavius. Kahim with the ball, goes up, smooth floater with the right hand over the top. It's Kahim Brown for the deuce. As Albany Tech brings the ball into the front court. And if you're just checking in with us, you check out all the excitement on the Chargers Sports Network here in Rome, Georgia, as Octavia goes up, defended well by Wade, who takes the ball into the front court and turns it over. So the fans are definitely letting these officials know how they feel about the whistle here in the second half of play of this game, as it should be. It's a battle of two really good teams here. As Fountain lines up a three balls no good. Rebound by Albany Tech, and we get a traveling call. Great job at building the wall right there was Kahim and also Jamal Burke. And they didn't reach down and commit a silly foul. They stayed straight up. Great job defensively as Langston Wilson comes back into the basketball game for Nicholas Renee, along with Kahim Brown and Ware for the Chargers. So the Chargers are using some time right here. Drop off to Burke, no good. Langston keeps it alive. Shot attempt goes up, no good. Burke grabs the rebound and put back. Great job that time at being active was Langston Wilson, Kahim Brown, and Jamal Burke. All three on that offensive glass right there, and then put back by Burke for the deuce. Wide open jump shot here. 3-point shot, no good. Ware with the rebound for the Chargers as he comes into the front court. He lines up a three ball is up, and good. Deshaun Ware for the trade. Good looking jump shot right there by Ware, who sometimes shoots it a little flat. And Brown comes back with the lay-in on the other end as the Chargers did not get back in transition.
So I think they called that a goaltending.
Yes.
As they gave him the 2 points.
And very much so. That ball had definitely hit the backboard there. As Wade comes into the front court for the Chargers.
Albany Tech really has come back with a lot of energy out that half. I know you weren't here for the first half, but they did some changes in the locker room.
Yeah. I don't know what Langston Wilson was looking at right there, but Coach Merritt is letting him know to look inside for Jamal Burke, who has a size advantage over any Albany Tech defender that they have on the court right now. As Brown lines up a three ball is up and 3 ball is good. Kahim Brown says, "Okay, Burke, if you don't want to post up, I'm just gonna knock in this 3-point shot." And he calmly does it as he smiles at Burke and said, "Okay, big fella, we're going to get you involved on the next play." And,
so he was dropping them earlier in the first half, and Albany Tech just hasn't figured out what to do with him out there.
Vinicius Viana with the 3, and we get a quick timeout call by Coach Patterson of Albany Tech. It's going to be a full timeout.
Vance Floyd Medical Center Sports Medicine Department is the official provider of athletic training and rehab services for Georgia Highlands Athletics.
So we want to let y'all know, if you are watching on YouTube, be sure to click and subscribe, hit that bell to remind you of next week's games. You'll get a notification on your device if you subscribe. But be sure to don't forget to link your YouTube account with your favorite streaming device to watch all the games on the big screen. Simply download the YouTube app on your Roku, Fire Stick, or Smart TV. Log into the YouTube account and watch all the excitement in full HD.
Well said, my friend.
A lot of practice.
I'm glad you held down the fort while I was out in the first half.
You know I got you.
But happy to be here, and I hope everybody that's watching online on your streaming services, I hope that you are finding this game very entertaining, as we are here at the Corral. And we're coming back from the timeout here. It's going to be Georgia Highlands basketball as Albany Tech comes out full court defensively. And the Chargers get the ball in the front court. Wilson with the lay-in. Great job that time as Wilson tries to thread the needle into Burke, but Burke could not handle the pass. Wilson picks it up and lays it in. A near steal. Shot attempt by Brown, no good. Wilson with the rebound. And he has done a great job in this second half of play here. As Trevin Wade finds Burke for the two-handed throwdown. And with all that energy expended here in the second half by Albany Tech to get back into this game.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands number 2, Trevin Wade, his second personal foul, 15 foul.
As Coach Merritt is talking to the officials about the difference in between reaching on defense and getting a foul and using their body, as they're taught to use your hips and stay in front of the offensive player. Fountain lines up a three. Three ball is up, no good. Burke with the rebound. And Wade is quickly into the front court. Over to Wilson. Wilson lines up the mid-range jump shot. And Langston Wilson, has really and truly come alive here in region play. And this is the time when he needed to come alive. Had a couple of tough games to start off the season, but bounced back really well. Just a walking double-double. As Fountain gets the ball, goes up, no good. And Wade, with the speed, gets to the basketball. Guarded by Fountain. Goes up for the lay-in. No good. Put back by Jamal Burke. And Albany Tech quickly into the front court. Vienna with the three. No good. And the Chargers are off and running as Coach Merritt is asking them to pick up the pace. As Wilson lines up another mid-range jump shot. This time is no good. Wade with the rebound. And Ware with the three-point shot attempt. A little long. And Albany Tech quickly into the front court as Brown makes another layup.
Jalen Brown.
So Fraley gets the ball across half court, and we have a timeout here by the Chargers. We have a full timeout by the Chargers.
Full timeout.
With 3:05 left to play, and a note from our sponsors.
Georgia Highlands basketball is sponsored by Synovus, Automax Rent-A-Car, Lindale Ace Hardware, Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab, and Piccadilly Cafeteria.
So if you're just joining us, you're watching us on the Charger Sports Network. Here at the Corral, we have the visitors from Albany Tech here going against the Georgia Highlands Chargers, and the Chargers have weathered the storm. They had a 26-point lead, and Albany Tech, with a great comeback, got it down to 11 points. And I think they may have just run out of gas just a little bit here in the second half, as the Chargers have remained on top, and they have now extended it out to a 20-point advantage in the contest. As the Chargers throw the ball in. And that's Wade with the ball here. Lob attempt, no good by Fraley. And I think the only way that Wilson would have caught that lob is if he was on a ladder, as he skies for the rebound right there. Gives the ball up to Burke. Burke lays it in. Great find by Taj Fraley, and Burke has really amped up his game in the second half of play here too. As Fountain lines up the jump shot, up and good for the Evo jumper. Fountain calmly knocks it in. So Wade gets the ball in the post. Turnaround jump shot, up, no good. Offensive rebound to Albany Tech. And Burke is called for the personal foul.
Personal foul, Georgia Highlands, number 30, Jamal Burke. His second personal foul.
I didn't really like the last possession for the Chargers as they posted up Trevin Wade. Really didn't care for that shot for them as Viana knocks in the first free throw, especially on a turnaround fadeaway jump shot, highly contested. I think with doing yeoman's work with Burke in the post with his size over anybody that Albany Tech has on the court right now, and I think that would be great to keep going with him, especially without having Kaheem Brown in the game right now. As the Chargers, and that's Deshaun Ware who loses the basketball. Fountain gets it, goes up for the one-handed dunk. So Fountain gets the reward of the dunk and turnover. Going back down to Burke in the post. Burke shoots it, no good. Langston Wilson with the lay-in out of nowhere on the follow-up. And Fountain, who was cherry-picking, gets the lay-in on the other side. As Fraley brings the ball into the front court with just a minute left to play in the contest. Mid-range jump shot up, no good. Near rebound by the Chargers, but Fountain has the ball for Albany Tech as they get it into the front court. Shot attempts up, no good. Albany Tech keeps the ball. Shot attempt gets blocked by Wilson. Fountain lines up a three ball is up, no good. And another offensive rebound, so Brown will line up a three. That shot is no good as well. And we got another rebound, offensive rebound, and Brown dunks it in this time. As Wade and Ware got caught standing out on the perimeter, and Coach Merritt was definitely not happy with those offensive rebounds, but that'll just about do it for this game here, as the Chargers will hold on to pick up the W here. Here from the Corral, 96-82. So you can just join us back here Wednesday. This Wednesday, both men and women teams will play on this Wednesday. So make sure that you check back in.
You gonna be there for this one?
I probably won't be there for this one.
All right. I got your back, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we want to thank everyone that's joining us on YouTube. Remember to click and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell to get reminders of the upcoming streams on YouTube. And have a great holiday weekend.